Start YouTube. And then pop out. And Colossus is doing Mechabellum. Ooh, so interesting. You know, for the first time, it's possible. Just possible. I might, just might, do a collab stream with Colossus. Might do some mech with Mr. Colossi Man. I don't know. Haven't committed to it. Maybe. He's also done chess, and I think he briefly did Baldur's Gate 3. Well, actually, why guess? Why guess? Why guess? Why guess? Where is the thing I'm looking for? Search. Here we go. We can look exactly and see what he's done. So I see that he has done Go and chess and variety and IRL and board games and Go. View more. And here's the Storm and Among Us and Teamfight Tactics and StarCraft 2 and Fortnite and Final Fantasy. Really? He did Final Fantasy Remake back in 2020? Wow. Okay. And Shogi. I didn't remember him doing Shogi. I guess he didn't do BG3. I thought he did. I thought he did. Apparently not. Apparently not. Show 50? Show all. Yeah, that's all. So yeah, that's what he's done. Comparatively. So he has streamed 17 different games. How's that compare to me? Yeah, it was his wife probably. How's that compare to me? What games have I streamed? Just looking real quick. A little bit more. Ooh, I remember They Are Billions. I remember Humankind. We lost a We lost a follower on that one. Good. That's nice. Let's see. I got V Rising. I did some Stellaris. I do remember Alien Isolation. Star Trek Infinite was a thing. Star Trek Fleet Command I might be taking some more sponsors because these two were sponsor spots, Fleet Command and Infinite. No, sorry, Infinite wasn't, but Fleet Command was. I remember Warhammer. I remember struggling with that. Oh, I did do Magic for a while, didn't I? I do remember Magic. And Black Myth was mostly sponsor. I never actually streamed Raid Shadow Legends. I never took a sponsor for that. I don't know why that's here. I don't remember that. Skylines 2 was disappointing. Foundation was good. Frostpunk good. Cyber good. 6 good. 7 not good. Mech's good. Minus followers up from doing Mechabellum. Ooh. I've actually gone down in followers from doing Mechabellum. Fascinating. Fascinating. I gained on Magic the Gathering, though. That's like the only other game. So They Are Billions and Magic the Gathering have been the only other games that I've streamed on my channel that I've gained followers. Ooh, and Cyberpunk. Interesting. All the rest of them, I do it because they're fun. I do it because they're fun and just to do something else. Okay, let's get back into brain freeze. Santee. And apparently, Kuro has kachi'd. I have a good book tip for you, sir. Malice series. I recall that. I don't know why I stopped reading it, but I do recall it. I do. Oh, do we have some jazz hands? Oh, no Jazz Hop Cafe today? I might as well shut off the stream right now. No Jazz Hop Cafe today? Ah, what is this? Greetings from Berlin. Interesting. I was just watching a video about the differences in housing and various apartment construction in, well, Germany in general compared to here in the US. And after careful consideration, I think I'd rather be living in Germany. We kind of build out of cardboard. Yeah, most walls over here you could just like put your fist straight through. Not great. It's not great. It's really not great. Listen to was actually quite surprised because it's like you've kind of grown used to bareback. All right. Like I said, I cannot swear that we are not timing out in some of these games today. Yeah, cannot swear that's not going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see what we got. We do, we do. Yeah, 9 to 4 should be fine. 10:33. There we go. And he is gone now. Yes, that might be happening on and off today. Those unaware, my mom had surgery to remove a tumor like a couple of weeks ago. She's back home now, but she's having complications, and I'm sort of taking care of her. So if I suddenly get up in the middle of the game, it's because she texted that she needed something, or yeah. Didn't I create a game? Hello? Am I stupid? Uh, uh, okay. That's weird. Try this again. And there we are. Okay. Well, right now it's not the tumor itself, uh, and all of that. That's the issue. The problem is she hasn't been able to eat very much after it. And she's currently working with her doctors to figure out what can be done about that. They put her on some new meds today to try. All right, so I think we're going to do double 4-4, because why not? That one is a little bit on the slow side. Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and do a high approach here. That's double. Okay. Very passive opening. As you all know, if you're going to just take territory on the bottom, you're always better off just taking a little bit of the side territory to go with it, and then maybe do an invasion later or something. Yeah, here in the future, you can see, right, the difference that you're going to have here. This being kept on like the second line and literally only making 1 point per line, compared to something like this where you're actually getting double the territory. So a move like this is typically for maybe white had a huge thing here, and you were afraid that if you were to go away white, if you were to attach, they'd keep expanding, right? That's when you typically use moves like this. Here, that wasn't really a consideration. So these moves are a little unusual, shall we say. Okay. Here, much better to just play a normal approach. This approach is usually seen when people don't want to be pincered, but, and to be fair, I'm not about to pincer him. However, where's the base going to come from? Right? Okay. I will go ahead and get my enclosure. So now I've got a very solid enclosure that they can't 3-3. I like it. Fantastic. But you'll notice they left something behind. I really don't recommend trying to play this sort of complicated type of opening where we're just kind of leaving stones around the board. At this level, I would very much recommend focusing on more solid play, ensuring that you've got nice strong bases, 2 or 3 space extensions, and going from there. Now, normally I would probably camp, maybe shoulder hit Hane to try to kill off this one stone, or just profit off it extremely. I think instead, I'm just going to get a little bit of an extension here and see how he decides to try to fix this. Once again, just coming on in. It's possible he could lean on me and make this stone uncomfortable. So here I will jump out. And it's because I approached so closely to this stone that I don't really have a good way of getting a base for here if I suddenly get leaned on, which is why I'm doing that. Yep, that's a consequence, but it's not completely immortal yet. I'll go ahead and block there. No going in my corner there, sir. Problem with this one, and you can say he played it really, really fast, right? 10-minute game. He hasn't used a minute of his time yet. Is that he kind of hurt his own shape, right? Okay. The wedge could be a problem, so sure, I'll defend. Atari would be a forcing move, so I'll go ahead and defend that too. Could play very, very aggressively here, but do we need to? I don't think we do. Well, we got some territory, and we've got good territory. We've got decent territory. We've got a thing to attack. Now, I will admit, this is a game I could see you losing it fairly easily if you weren't careful. But he's giving me a lot in the middle, which is very, very nice. I'm going to test him. I'm not going to do what I should do, but I'm going to test him. Just testing. Oh, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, if he plays here, I'm not going to do this. Yeah, I won't do that. I'm curious to see if he defends. Or in which way he defends. Like right now, this again is going to be first line territory. This is decent points. This is for sure decent points. But again, this is going to be mostly first line territory, so he only has like one real source of decent points. So I'm not concerned. I just need to make sure I use what I got, you know? Gotta use what I got. So I apparently have influence. I really need to play this one though. Start profiting or capping or shoulder hit reducing. Focus too much on the top. You lose Sente. They pick up another big move on the, like, let's say, I don't know. I played here or something. It's not a terrible move. I'm starting to surround, right? But yeah, at that point, maybe they take this one. And now it's suddenly becoming a game where it's like, ooh, shoot. If I don't, off with their head, can you win this game? Hard to say. You have to make sure that you can attack and make that profit that you were going after profitable. Not going to do anything like super fast, like 1-point jumps or anything along those lines. Just keeping it reduced. I should also point out for your DDKs looking, for listening, never do this kind of thing. Because even though you get to 4, 5, 7, 9, 11 points on the bottom, you think white can't get that here? The outside is always going to be worth more then running on the second line. Or third line, sorry. So that's a stone. I will ignore it. It's only one stone, therefore it's not good in and of itself. Now I'm getting a base, 3 space from my little guy. He's still barely using 2 minutes of his time. Not recommended. The thing is, he's like poking around here, but I think here and here are a lot more bigly. Starting to Hane. Tis big. Tis muy bigo. How much time do you recommend? So, some moves you absolutely can respond to immediately. Like, for example, if he plays here. The cut is a free Atari and I lose 2 stones. So I could respond to that in 2 or 3 seconds. But if it's not really, really obvious, the question is, what kind of game are you playing? Are you playing a blitz game? Then you probably got 10 seconds. But if you got more than that, especially if it's a Sente move with, very little on the board, you really need to make sure you know what's big. Where's the biggest move on the board? Because if you don't take it, your opponent will. On head to head, double. As a proverb stats. Throw in into surround could be still off with their head. Okay. So you can see the general idea of what's going on here, right? We've got group, 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 group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've got fewer. Poggers, I like it. Dab. That comes back to this. Those 2 stones? They're not happy. I'm thinking, sorry. I could take a page out of Legends book and play here. Because if he plays here, no matter how he answers, I will be able to profit. There's nothing he can do about that. If there's some profit that I want, there's some profit I can take. I will poke. And then I will defend. I told him his group is heavy. And I'm asking very, very kindly, what do you intend to do about your heavy group? Notice he's not making any shape. And because there's forcing moves down in here, while he's not making shape, I can stop him from connecting. But I'm not going to take the shape point and start attacking. In fact, this is also a forcing move, because push, cut, takes off a stone. So we've got a lot that we could do here. For some reason, he's not defending himself. What do we do about that, chat? We're not murdering. I refuse. Na, 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 na. Where would you attack? Shape point. I would have probably have made sure that we grab this one. Therefore, he has to go up. At which point I would grab that one too. And then probably poke. On both sides. At that point, he hasn't made a single eye. We've established he can't go right. He can't go down. He can't go left. He can't go up. So that's awkward. And even here, if I surround him, I think he's still suffering from a little off with his head syndrome. Intriguing. Should we test him? Nah. Too high a chance that he may get that, he might get that slightly not correct.
10, 9.
No, I'm not killing. I was just... I was poking. That was my poker face. Da na 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 na. See, I want to build here, but I don't think he's got that.
6,
I-
5, 4, 3, 2.
S15 is burning a hole in your brain. Yeah, S15 is really huge. It kills off 2 stones. All you can do is here, here, and to here, probably. Pretty big pickup. For sure. And if you can see that, then you can play that in your games there, chat. Absolutamente. Do I have enough territory?
9,
I hope so.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll take a few more points here, which is why I'm leaning again, because I'm leaning against him. He'll lean against me back. To strengthen this a little bit. Or he'll connect. That's fine too. Yeah. And then I'll just take some points. There we go. Because we got 1 wall, 2 wall, 3 wall. And this is too far away to really come in and do anything. It could like do this, I guess. But it's okay, right? So an extra 3, 6, 9, maybe 12 if I'm lucky. Probably won't be 12. You can reduce from all sides. Probably not 12. That honey was pretty smexy. So kudos to you O's. Hana, hana, hana. He plays here. If he plays here, here. I need to play this one. There, there, there. Yeah, that's good. Black never catching up on territory. I hope so. I have no idea what the score is. First thing about not counting. Never know how many points there are. But you can see there's not many here. There's not many here. There's... Admittedly, there's more here than here, but still not that many. So it's mostly this. Mostly. M9. M9er niner? Niner niner? Yeah. It's a huge one. For sure. Have I played the Soul Duck before? I have not. Yeah, that one was a reasonable one. Sure. Go and keep him out. Part of me really wants to throw in here to see how he answers. There are a few wrong moves. Maybe there aren't.
10, 9,
Maybe there aren't wrong moves.
7.
Is there a wrong move you could make down there? I'm actually not sure anymore. I thought that one would have been a wrong move, but no? Ooh, I wonder if he knows the Hikaru move. You think he's seen Hikaru no-go? He defended the right, which is good. Now I'm really curious. Like, if I play here, will he dare Hane? Or will he be like, boop? I don't know. But you can find the wrong move? I'm not sure there is one. Like, what's the wrong move here? I mean, maybe that's the wrong move because I can play this way and force a capture. Whereas even this one seems to do things.
10, 9, 8.
Because yeah, all of that's fine.
6, 5, 4, 3.
Tanuki would be the wrong move, but you wouldn't Tanuki. There's no way you'd Tanuki. You ain't gonna find no Tanukiing. I knows betters to believes you be Tanukin. Bum 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 bum. Play S3. Yeah, I'm very curious. I'm very curious. Will he know the Hikaru move? Oh no. I don't like this. He's gonna get rid of his own liberty. And then the throw in. I think if I threw in right there, he may have just X'd himself. And remember, chat, it's very, very important. Friends don't let friends X. Not even once. Do. What if instead of Tanuki, you Shabupi? They never see that one coming. Could do, absolutely. Or just oopsie. Lot of oopsies in Go. I mean, honestly, if you're playing Go and you don't oopsie, are you actually playing the game? I would say maybe not.
But I played perfectly.
Did you? Okay, Skynet. Whatever you say, buddy. I know what you are. I know you're kind. I've seen you around these parts before. You just oopsied? It happens. That should be safe. He's got the Atari, but he always had the Atari, so. His tray beans, as they say. Sure. I don't ever read out that ever again. Alrighty then. Part of me wants to go and play it to see what he's gonna do. But I won't. I won't. What will I do? Take 2 more points? He's got this one into this one, actual. This is awkward. I'm gonna play it. Let's see if he sees it. Let's see if he sees it. Crap. You weren't supposed to see it, sir. Makes me think you're an AI. Makes me think you're an AI. Had an AI graph look like a heart attack? No, I see. A heart attack is not a straight line. That's an unfortunate side effect. After a heart attack. If you are horribly unlucky. Okay, I will not play there. I'm going to play here. And I'm going to play here. Basics is a scam, says Reddit. That's understandable. That makes perfect sense. I think because of the weird nature of this corner, that might actually be might be a threat. But yeah, basics. There is no such thing as fundamentals in anything, Go included. It's all a scam. Remember in elementary school, I had to like learn addition and subtraction. It's like just teach me multiplication and division, okay? I don't got time for these peasant ideas. All right, let's get to the real stuff. You're just trying to sell books, aren't you? Yeah, you can't fool me. You can't fool me. No, there's no drama. There's no drama. No, there's no time for the math story. No math story. No math. I played the thing. Way to go, dude. I wasn't going to. Did you literally just resign at counting? Anyway, so we're up by 31.7. Chat, how is there a 0.7? 0.7 is not possible. That's not actually a number that exists in this game. I think 0.25 is okay, so 0.25 harkens back to Chinese counting, right? 0.2 at our set. No, that's nothing. If he takes it, if I take it, it's never a point. In fact, not only is this not a point, wait, I thought the score estimator on this server was more intelligent than this. That's not a point either. This is flat out not a point. That's flat out not a point. That's flat out not a point. This also flat out not a point. This one could be. This one could be. Could be co. Could be co. Sure, sure, sure. Weird. Anyway, so we'll do a quick review of the game.
動が開始されました。
I'll do a quick review of the game. So why am I 31 point, I don't know, 69 points ahead? Well, these two opening moves certainly didn't do black any help. Because like I mentioned in the beginning of the game, they were very, very, very passive. So I was able to get way more territory than he did from this exchange, which is strange because this was his corner, right? So why am I getting more territory than him on his corner? Like he can get about 9 points here. Probably not. These two are probably never going to be points, but let's just say that he's got 9 points there. Unless he reduces me, I can get more, right? So it's that already is strange. I would expect to see oh no, some kind of thing here to try to maybe build the bottom and keep white low somehow to sort of offset this imbalance. Didn't give thought to how it was going to live. Then I got Sente. So this is what I would expect here. Because how do you answer that? Like the poke is staring you in the face. So are you ever going to be able to get out of here? Probably not. This stone is probably no longer feeling so great. This I sort of agree with. I would rather it be more aggressive against the stone or more in line with how it's going to live. Because this, not really. Here, of course, if you're going to play anything, you've got to come out in some fashion. You can't let yourself be surrounded. And let's go ahead and show the wraparoundy doodle. So this is what we were referring to for a large portion of the game. Let's play this one too. Is there a reason not to? Here into there is fine. You could probably X this eye off too by extending again. But whatever, fine. He's obviously concerned about the middle. Understandably so. Needs to come out. Try connecting up your stones. Because the middle is not going to be handled just by these two little guys. They're target right now. We're not feeling all that healthy. They want assistance. They need a medevac. Here, if you want to go ahead and just be like, hey, are you really okay here? And throw in, because that cut is not a scam. It lives. So that will have to be Sente. And so is that. So you can't actually kill the stone. You kill the stone, you get killed. Da-da, da-da, da-da. And then the rest of this I already mentioned. And then, yeah, here we'd probably play there. He'd play this one. We'll do this one. And now I don't think he's going anywhere. Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere at all. So that's the game. All right. Interesting game. Now, we had a game to review from Scale. On Twitch, they redeemed for 30,000 channel points game review. So we'll game review. Let's see. You were Blick. This game gets scored correctly? I mean, that's not 30 points. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I mean, it's white has more territory. Never mind. Who cares?
検討が開始されました。
Changing tracks. Popular. Cute. Yeah, that works. All right, what do we got here? Pincers, okay. I'm 90% sure. What is the chat next to the board? Yes, I stream on Twitch as well as YouTube. So that's Twitch chat. If I did my job properly, that would be both chats, Twitch and YouTube. And I even downloaded a thing to do that with. But for whatever reason, I can't get this thing to hook into my YouTube. And I don't know how to reset it to try. Like that's what ground control here is actually for. But I can't actually do it. Like we got multi-chat. I can remove the panel. I can't find, I don't know how to delete this and re-add it because apparently this thing here isn't actually hooking into, yeah, I don't know. Weird. It's weird. I don't know. It's one of the things on my list of things to do, you know? Yeah, you can see them, but they can't see you. So here you go. Hey, YouTube. See, this is YouTube, Twitch, YouTube, Twitch. See, they exist. You exist. You all exist together. All right. So I think I'd probably play here, into the pincer. This is weird though. I'm fine with it. Is double Hana here bad? You have the ladder. Probably bad. So we're gonna connect instead. And then if they play here, I'm probably gonna cut them. Did Paige infect Colossus with Mechabellum? How dare you? You just offended me, Colossus. Okay, so here's the chain of events, okay? Because for those of you on YouTube, Colossus is another Ghost streamer, and yeah, you can see that he's playing Mechabellum that I'm not totally also paying attention to on my other monitor. Not doing that. Just happened to have the stream up for no reason. So what happened is good old Sean Plott, Day 9. I watch him a lot. I have for the last 10 years or so. And I noticed that he was playing Mechabellum. So I started playing Mechabellum. And then I got Paige to start playing Mechabellum. And Lighthawk, technically. He's in the community. Doesn't stream very much, but he's there too. Got him to play Mechabellum. And now Colossus is playing Mechabellum. So I did it. I'm proud of it. All right. So yeah, the cut here, I mean, it just goes to this. Oh, did you and Paige? Oh yeah. No, it's just me. It's just me. Scale. Scale. Scale, I have a question. How fast were you playing this game? Cutting points, cutting points, cutting points. That's super important. And his cutting points are just as important. So the fact that you didn't connect tells me that you aren't really focusing on their cutting points. You're not prioritizing your cutting stones. You were just afraid of being surrounded, so you played here. But this actually does the thing you're afraid of, because now you're open to thing. So that muy no bueno. This your opponent could have ignored because the cut in of itself is irrelevant. Here, you're afraid of being pincered. Why? Just approach. If they pincer you, that's their win condition. This instead is putting a target on your back. Like they can still harass you. You're only a 2-spacer. I think settling would be easier. Turns a little bit meh. Damn it. Okay, nope. Don't be jealous. Take your territory. Fighting over 3 lines right now? Ask yourself, are those 3 lines the biggest on the board right now? No, of course not. How could they? That's 5 lines. Right? That's 5 lines. That's 5 lines. So it seems to me every other open space on the board is larger than these 2 stone, than these this 2-spacer. So he should jump out. And honestly, kill your stone. Rip stone. Ripples in pepperoni. Ooh, I don't like that. I would have also accepted this as an answer to them, because that looks like it's pretty ouchy. I admit I'm more concerned for you than them. They have a way to attack you to profit off of the larger area, right? 3 space, more than 3 space. Attack, profit. Maybe lean on these little guys. I'd probably create the cutting point because cutting points are fun. You're worried about connection, so you played this in Gote. I don't like that. My desk just creaked ominously. That was weird. So on my desk, I've had this thing since way too long, but it's the one thing that survived like every move I've ever had. Back when I was, living up in the home I grew up in, when I moved out of there, all of the apartments, the only thing that like really survived from my childhood is this little troll doll. See, isn't he cute? Cute, isn't he? Because it was back from when I was taking martial arts. And that's just creaked ominously, and I looked over and the troll doll's just there smiling at me. It's like, okay. It's fine. It could be possessed, but that's fine. That's fine. Anyway. I see where the voices come from. Indeed. All right, so we got that. Looks like Yujiro Hanma. Yujiro Hanma. I have absolutely no idea how you got that, but okay. So here you'd want to probably connect. You can connect these 2 groups up. I think it's very important. Very, very, very important. Because right now, you're saying that you can live on top of the board. But the question is, do you want to have to? The answer to that should be no. Because if this is a forcing move, then they get double attacks on another group, right? Because you've put yourself in Miai. You say, I'm going to live this way or this way. So if they take one, you got to take the other. And that's not great. That doesn't work. They could have played here too. I mean, this is just a ladder, right? But yeah, this works. They could have Hane on the outside. Okay. Yeah, I don't like what's going on here. I think there are two key points in the game. One, the cutting point you gave away here. That is sorry, there's 3 key points. Cutting point on the bottom. The top, you went after something small. And the third, because you have a chance here again, just connecting the weak groups up so you don't have to worry about it. Huge differences in the game with simple changes. Watch your cutting points. Make sure you're not going after a small area. Go after the larger areas first. And watch your cutting stones, right? That's it. That's it. Yuppers. He got you there too. Because right now, this is dealing with the fallout from those bad decisions. So if I was to focus on anything, I'd be focusing on those points right now in this game. And even though you lived, you're in the famous, gotcha moment where you're alive, but they can just start attacking all over the place because they've got lots of places to run to. So from here, I don't actually think you can win the game. Also, technically, you probably needed to do this one first. And then made sure that you took the life here. It's going to make this even more painful, but yeah. So yeah, from here, I'm not sure you could do anything about the game. Hope that review helped. All right, I'm going to log out of here, get that ready for next, for a lesson later, sorry. With good old Packy Macky, as I believe they are called. Tell you what, before I start another game, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch this. And I'm going to see if she is ready for some food. I'll be right back. So, 1 Dan versus 1 Dan game. Be right back. Oh, yep, sorry. Yep. Yeah, I had to give her medication and start preparing food for her that should be done in about a half an hour. I should make that a command. Where did bats go? Because, yeah, I have a feeling that's going to be a thing that's going to be asked a lot. All right, so let's start off with a 4-don game.
Start to play.
Okay, that's a 3-don. No. Well, actually, I should have played a 3-don maybe.
To play.
Maybe I should have played a 3-don. All right, 11-9. Very strong 4-don. Let's see what we got here. Try to keep things nice and simple with a capital S. Okay. They probably saw this and they were like, I don't know about that. Oh, we rank up in 2 to 5-don. Well, that's a bummer. I probably want to only play one game on here, so I can get another recorded game for an official basics game.
Start to play.
Really wish I could just delete accounts and remake them, honestly. Nah. Since we're moving out of 4-don, let's go ahead and just play this. Ooh, a jam from Final Fantasy.
Start to play.
That'd be a 5-don. Patience, 5-don. We'll be there shortly.
Start to play.
I mean, they are technically a 4-don. Profile said they were.
Start to play.
Greetings, Ben Mojo. 10 and 10 seems 10. 3-4 facing. Ooh, 3-4 facing approach low. Sure, why not? You usually get like the attach underneath, right? Interesting thing there. I'm going to tentatively lean. There's no guarantee I'll push and cut. It's fine. He noticed my profile. He's half and half, and it would appear that I'm ranking up in 2. This guy is mainly FF7 speedrunner, but also other games from Austria. Austrian speedrunner. Nice.
Start to play.
So, no, I don't want to play the push and cut.
Start to play.
But with a close pincer, I feel like it is a thing that isn't difficult to answer. You can literally just Atari and then Tiger Mouth to hit his stone. And should be fine. Should be fine. All right, back off. There's no reason to pincer. Okay, we could take a 2 meaning move. We block the extension from his enclosure and we put light pressure on here. I like it. Very simple. Okay. I could go hard for influence by shoulder hitting. Part of me wonders if that's actually easier than this one. I'll kick though. This is standard. Apply a little bit more pressure. A little bit more pressure. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I do not need to follow up locally. The question is, do I want to play elsewhere and give him the enclosure and an extension here? If I wanted to do that, you can play elsewhere, sure. But just notice, they... Oh, you mean this one? No, I kind of do like following up here. Because if you don't, da 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 da. If I don't, then oops, get back here. Then I'm allowing this later on, which gets a little bit more annoying. This is a threat to go underneath. I'm gonna have to kick, I guess, and then just kind of jump out. So it looks like something like this is what I'm committing to. And that shape is kind of, you know, kind of poopy. I don't know what's going on here. I'm a little confused. Because this isn't connected to this. Here we can keep playing these kind of things because he pushes. He puts himself at honey at 3 liberties. But we can play here too. Technically, this move could have also been here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. This move should have been here to threaten to a connect. Get better shape, 100 different reasons. Not really 100, but for the sake of exaggeration, I will say 100. Now, some players here are afraid to fight and they want to make a base and they want to get out first before counterattacking. The trouble with that is to do that is to say this and this are stronger than your one group. His 2 groups that are in trouble are stronger than your one group that's in trouble. And that shouldn't be the thing. You are so strong. What is your secret? Oh, I had a really good answer, but I forgot the name of the show. Oh, what's the name of the show? All right, this is gonna bug me if I don't find it out. I'm asking AI. Sorry. Limitless. There you go. Yeah. What's my secret? You'll have to watch Limitless to find out. There you go. From 2011, no wonder I couldn't think of it. It's like, what was that thing? I'm gonna tentatively ask questions. Fascination, there's a cutting point. But I don't care. I'm just coming on out. Now, I asked that, hey, what's the name of the show where the main character takes a drug that uses all of his brain power? And there you go. That was it. So this helped me. Did not help him because I can still play here or here to get rid of his eye. That doesn't narrow it down? Yeah, it does. I said it was limitless. I literally said the name of the show. How does that not narrow it down? Um, Yes, the name of the drug from Limitless was NZT. Good movie too. True. Today I learned there was a show as well as a movie. Indeed. The show came first. Now here, if we really wanted to go gangster, we could go gangster. Because we can play another diagonal that threatens to cut through, right? His shape is a little. Instead, I'm going to surround him with a move. Just surrounding with a move. Oh, the movie was first? Huh. Okay. Not bad. Movie came first? Okay. People are learning a lot today. Like, show? Movie? What? Book? I did not know these things existed, sir. We are learning much today, indeed. Just surrounding, not trying to murder. Not trying to murder. Murder, murder, murder. Are you going to try to do bad things to me? How dare you? I do not like. We could be aggressive here. We get to play here, here, and to here, and they're going to do this one. That gives me the poke and a cut. So I think he's trying to attack me back. But I don't know if that's a good idea, man. Please do not attack me. I have done nothing to you. Let us instead be friends. Is this your way of telling me the cake was a lie? Okay. Cake is apparently a lie, chat. Cake was apparently a lie. Well, I confess to a certain degree of annoyance that I am forced to be in this position. It is what it is.
Yoyomi now
You
starts.
are getting cut. You are getting cut. Forgive me. You must be eliminated. What will you do now? Riddle me this, riddle me that.
9, 8.
Apologies, but you simply cannot hold this. Your cutting points have failed you. Sorry, sir. Unfortunately, I don't see any other way to have played this. Hmm.
9.
You have one chance. You have one shot. I think you no longer have one shot. Apologies. Fascinating. We could play here. You can't connect that or you'll die. Oh. You are saying a mistake has been made. You could be right. You aren't, but you could be. All right. Sorry, sir. This doesn't feel basic. I don't normally kill in basics, but the massive overplay, I just could not allow it. I couldn't allow it. I'll go back and showcase why, or I should say how this happened. Wub, 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 wub. Because yeah, there was no reason for this. It's just, I think he overestimated how strong his group was, regretfully. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties. 1, 2, 3. Did I make a mistake? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So 3 left and 1, 2. Yeah, we're good. Didn't punish the poor shape immediately. Thought he was strong. Very likely. Now is make sure that the outside doesn't fall victim to any kind of shenaniganery. Which means no double haunting at the head of 2 stones, 3 stones. Maybe 4 stones if we need to, but I don't know about that. Yep. Uh-huh. Do I want to block this way? I kind of don't want to block this way because he can only get to this stone. But this area seems a lot larger, hey? Yeah, this should be fine. This should be fine. Make sure we're all nice and solid. I like being solid, and I cannot lie. That's not Sente. Therefore, I will ignore it. And we'll go ahead and play big move. We got oodles of territory here. Lots of potential here. So let's just make sure this is going to become oodles. Because if I have oodles and he doesn't have oodles, then that's a whoopsels. In fact, I would argue going into my 3-3, not great. He probably assumed he'd get away with it because it was going to be
9,
Sente.
8,
But it doesn't have to be Sente.
6, 5.
And you all know there are
4,
variations that
3,
you could play that
2,
just are absolutely not Sente. I have to decide what I want to do here. I think I'm more inclined to take this. Why not the E17 clamp? This fighting over this one stone would be very, very small, considering this whole area was up for grabs, and so was this corner.
7.
He thinks I'm going to play here, or here to try to fight. I'm not. So I has lost nothing. Not until he takes it. Until he takes it, I've lost nothing. He's got a decent amount here, for sure, for sure, for sure. Okay. I'll take another 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of territory. Seems pretty safe. He'll probably contest it. That's fine. If I play here, he's going to play that one. So I don't really want him to give him the move that will poke that move right there. Thank you. He's probably going to try to drop down in here and kill me. When he's not out yet, I can surround him still with one move. And I can come out. Let's see what's going on here. All right, simple solution is simple. Now we're connected. His group is still connected to nothing. That doesn't cut ever. He has to lean here to try to take territory here. That's the only solution available to him right now. He's gotta. Or not. Okay, then we're going to jump up. Domo all the arigatos, Mr. Roboto-san. Is there a proverb not to Hane on the head of 2 or 3 stones? No, there's a proverb to Hane. It is muy important because you can, shorten your opponent's liberties by Haning 2 and 3. We can take this in 1.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
He's probably looking to see how to try to kill the 4 stones here. Can't be done.
2.
Not unless you make a series of huge blunders. All right, so here he's trying to cut, because cut, and then, yeah. So we're going to make sure that doesn't work. Let's go ahead and push. He'll probably drop down to try to kill me. Ba-na-na-na. I stand corrected. I was going to accuse my opponent of something dastardly when he was not doing anything dastardly. Lost against the 1Q KG, yes. Okay. That is fine. These things happen occasionally. If we play here, we're fine. We could play here and we're still fine. I think I'd rather just play here, honestly.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This, I admit, might not be the greatest move in the history of ever, but I think it's okay. If I'm wrong, ouch. But I think it's fine. I legitimately think it is okay. Pushing and cutting here is great because it gives us the 1 stone. I think haunting here is great because it forces him down. And there's no way to get rid of this. You can like play here, but meh. He killed you everywhere. Unfortunate.
9, 8,
If he hanes, we cut.
7,
If he doesn't hane, we don't. Let's go ahead and do something over in here, and not because we're aiming to do this one, though it is in the back of my mind that, you know, we could do a little bit of a... Not connected, so if we want to, we can point out his lack of connection. He doesn't have connections, chat. Why is the music off?
7, 6, 5,
Last time I started at the
4,
beginning. This is a
3,
2-hour track.
2, 1.
Okie dokie. I'm going to tentatively ask him to connect up his group, or bad things are in store for him. What kind of bad things, you wonder? The worst. You might have to listen to country. Ooh.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Hi, kid.
4, 3,
You enjoy country, you can enjoy country. It's great.
1.
Make sure he can't come through me. Do 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 do. Bum bum. Okay. He says, I will kill thee. I say, thee will not. We could just play here too, by the way.
Nine, 8, 7, 6.
I trust in my shape, and my shape trusts in me.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Shape is fine. Thank you. Mm-hmm. He's got a corner. Oh, down here too. Yeah. We are up by a nice, cool 11 points. I gave him a lot of territory here. Didn't do any weird invasions. Probably could have. Probably could have killed this middle bit too. Didn't do that either. No reason to. Everything's fine. No need to panic.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I like country, but I also like lima beans. That's fine. Some people do. Real question. Do you like lima beans? Do you like ligma beans? What's your opinion on sushi? Sushi's good. I stand corrected. Sushi can be good. Some that I've had here in the US have kind of been like, I don't know. Why? Why do you make it taste like this? Like, well, because the coast is way over there. So to get fish way over here, it took a couple of days. So it's not really the freshest. Yeah. By far. Yeah. Gotta be careful. If you're like not on the coast and you're eating sushi, it could come from someplace where, you know, not that old. But you can always taste when it's, you know, a bit more fresh, you know? Gas station sushi, not so good. You sure? I don't know. Could be great for the hospital. Like, yeah, we needed a little bit, we needed a bit more. Oh yeah, fish market in Tokyo, that'd definitely do it. Absolutamente. Do. Radioactive sushi? I mean, you could, I guess. Why not? It's radium fever. Radium fever has got me feeling, no, not feeling down. I forget how the song goes. Oh, I'm stupid. It was uranium fever. Ignore me. I'm a dum-dum. Technically, I should be able to play this because it's from like the 19 yeah, like 1955. I should be able to play it, but I don't want to risk it on the YouTubes.
2, 1.
Yeah, theoretically it should be okay, but I mean, in theory, you wouldn't believe some of the things that I've actually seen on here. Highway to the Sushi Zone. Why there? Okay, whatever. There it is. There it is, chat. There it is. So, all right, we're up by 23 point. A little bit more than I anticipated. I thought I was only up by like 10. I don't believe I got 20 points or 10 points in Endgame. Like my Endgame's, I mean, like my Endgame? No, we did not. But I think he could have like poked it here a little bit and maybe he didn't, I think is what happened there. Definitely could have gotten this one too. This would have been 1, 2, 3 points. Maybe I did get 10 points in Endgame because he didn't get this one, which was Sentai. And he didn't poke here. So if this is 3 and this is 3, that's now 6 points in Endgame. That's about what I was thinking. You know? My Endgame's just too good. But nobody ever. But yeah, this was a little bit weird. Technically, you should play here first. Force him to play there, and then do this one. Also, technically, you should probably play here to force this. And then come out. Make him really heavy. I wasn't playing the most aggressive move. And then, yeah, here I should absolutely play this one right now. Because I should what do you do? Do you play this one? Then I'm going to play here. Because then there's a cut again, right? If I play here, I'm going to play this one. And if you play here, now I'm going to fully surround you. And at that point, I don't care if you're alive or dead, I just resign. I would not keep playing this game. I don't care if this could live. Maybe it can, honestly. I don't know. Maybe it can, but what you'd have to do to try to live would be gross. Because unfortunately, he has to come out right now. He does. It's what you gotta do. All right, I'm going to fix food for my dear old mumsy. So I will leave you two with some 9-dan games. Good old Twitch and the Foxies. Be right back. K5 no good? Oh, what was K5? Oh, pushing and cutting here? Probably not. I don't know. Anyway, be right back. Enjoy some 9-dans. I will return.
Yoyomi now starts. Yoyomi now starts. Nine, 8, 7, 6. Nine, 8, 7, 6. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 5. 9 5. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 9, 8, 7, 6, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
I was muted, wasn't I? Yeah. She changed her mind on what she wanted to eat, so taking a minute longer. Sorry about that. We're back.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 9, 8, 7, 6, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Sorry about that. All right. Do-do-do-do. Pico has a lesson. We could go ahead and jump into a Pico lesson, I suppose. Yeah, why not? We can jump into a Pico lesson. Again, sorry about the interruptions today. Greetings, Envy Games. All right. Is you free? Or is you not? If Pico is not free, then we will switch back over to Fox. No problems. No problems at all, mate. All right, Pico said, yeah, it's early, but it is early. Greetings.
I have my headphones in. Hold on.
No problem.
検討が開始されました。
They are inserting their headphones. They did not say into what. I am assuming the microwave.
Yep, it's the microwave.
See? I'm always right.
Hello.
Greetings.
What is it? Is it this one? It's not that one.
Are we having trouble?
I'm having trouble with remembering which game I gave you. Hold on, I'll just click the link.
Yeah, about to say, I mean, it's kind of right there.
Okay, here we go. Hi.
Was that the one that you meant to give me?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then. Let's see what's going on here. So we've got U.S Vite against the San Rense, no less. Interesting.
Yeah, I guess, messed up. I ended up resigning just because I was behind.
So I don't want to say it, but my most likely answer here is going to be the approach to finish that off. Into the 3-3 because star point, extending star points either side. This is traditionally just what they're going to do. And then we can expect maybe this from them. They may or may not play away right now, but yeah, this is essentially what they're going for. They're probably not going to do this. They might. If they did, I'd probably keep me from being kept low on the right-hand side and go from there. That's way too far. That's way too far too. So yeah, here it's a little bit risky going for a Chinese framework when their framework is already expanding into the middle of the board. But on the other hand, they gave you a handy dandy little cutting point. So if you wanted to cut, you could. Or if you just wanted to Hane and then take all of that, that's fine too. It's a little on the passive side, but we're getting back. 2 and 3. And then you could do this still. Just note that some aggressive players might try and do this one still. At this point, I don't really recommend hunting. Jiseki here is Atari. Oops, nope. Atari into this kind of thing. But I get why you played this one instead. It's just once you defend, they can go back and hello, no. Nope. They can turn, which would be awkward. So here, threaten to Hane 2, threaten to Hane 2, and then do this one. I think it's pretty good. You could probably do it after this though. This I like because you will push and cut here. Because if they go this one, then they have to defend that, or you're going to push and cut and kill. And that gives you time to play this one, gives you time to play this one. And then from here. I'm leaning towards this. They have a lot of points for sure, but you got a lot on the right hand side as well. Admittedly, not completely what I would prefer. I think this move at L3 was a touch on the slow side. What else could you do? It's aggressive, but you could also play over here. The turn isn't completely relevant because you're already defended. So they'd have to go back and play something like this. Admittedly, they're in a very high line. You're going to really need to defend this area to stay competitive. I would have... Yeah, that L3 that we're not really using right now is kind of what's hurting a bit. Here, I would say we can't live locally. I don't think this is going to live almost ever. So I'd probably want to come on the outside and threaten to link up or escape. They'll probably defend their stuff. And as long as you're not greedy about it, we should be able to get shape here. This, I feel, almost. That is the only thing that's possibly giving you shape because you've got O19, you've got L18, and you've got N16. Otherwise, it would be this. Nope. It would be this, but that one's just like hurting you completely. Now I think the stone. I think these stones are not healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, you did get the entire area here, which is great. You could just go ahead and connect, honestly. Only trouble is their area is more, yeah. No, you can connect. They can't live there. Because you can go all the way to here. There's no shit coming in, so you're fine. This is a problem.
It was problematic.
But on the bright side, you're fine. Short defending. Nope. Come in from this way. This is now expected. Expected. Ah, Garthmater. Garthmater says white's up by 368, but it's spotting you 375. That's a problem.
I can find a calculator.
It means that you are a little bit in trouble. Be right back.
Hello, chat. No, it did not. It goes on for a bit of a while, but it's not too much longer, though. Hi, how is everybody? Ah, I'm losing most of my games. But it's okay. Yes, hello. It's Chair Sensei is teaching me today. It's going well.
All right, sorry about that.
Hello.
So yeah, I do believe you are behind here.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, the main culprits of that are a couple of things. Trying to go framework v framework when their framework is already larger than yours is always very, very difficult. Not taking the cut here and reinforcing the expansion down onto your low line really hurt too. Like this is going to pinwheel and it sucks, but there's nothing you can do about it. Like this is what's just going to happen. But it keeps Tengen from going any further, which is kind of the important bit here. Because then from this group, you might be able to launch like a deeper invasion in here or whatever. But yeah, once they got this wall all the way there, this starts getting, let's just say, difficult.
Someone invites you to play.
Very, very difficult. And then unfortunately, this Joseki going not the greatest for you was also an issue because there should be more territory here. Instead, they got to keep their entire corner. I think maybe it would be stay competitive if they didn't keep the 5th line territory off that corner there. Because yeah, after this, it's just like, what do we do now? We definitely have to push and then try some kind of reduction on the outside. Anyway, on one hand, I'm confused. This was Fox game?
It was.
Huh. Did they know they were playing on Fox? Because this is clearly a framework game. They got banned, didn't
I
they? Did you show this to an admin?
I was confused too. I was like, I was like, you're playing Sensei. I don't know what to
Mm,
do.
yeah, you should just report it next time. They'll be thrown off.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Yep, no problem. Any question about the game?
I don't think so. Thank you very much.
All right, then let's go and see who you're playing today.
Do, do, do.
At least one person has to lose every game. That is true. Though, if 2 people are losing every time you play, that's also impressive.
If me and my opponent both lose, I will probably show you that game.
Yeah, that just means that you both were playing in such a way that nobody wins. Just everybody loses. Those games happen. You miss
32
Ataris,
minutes.
they miss ladders, someone miscounts liberties. Maybe there's a misclick involved. It can be a thing. It can be a thing. Do. Burnout, subscribing in 4 months. Welcome back. Thanks for your sub. Just doing a lesson with good old Pico's here, who now has a game. The Battle of the Gold Names. Okay. Gold names are site supporters. What do you think of that move?
I think it's recommended. I think I should probably just like block though.
You want to block where?
Like E15 seems like a good move. Then I just like
Okay. But yes, the diagonal is great when you approach low, not when there's a high approach. Then it's going to be a little bit unfortunate. Counterintuitively, the right answer was C17.
Oh,
But
you
this
know
is
what?
fine.
I thought of that right after I played the block.
This is fine. Let's just keep it simple. What are we doing here?
Well, they've said I'm taking the corner, so I am going to
They're
go
all
ahead.
they're also saying they're trying to undercut you.
Yeah.
Well, you do have two choices. There are two big choices. You know what both choices are?
Well, there's B15, which is playing on the second line, so I'm a little.
I mean, it blocks them, so whatever. And second choice?
I was thinking like D11. It just like extends.
I do not like D11. B15 is one option. The other option is to Hane at the head of the stone that they didn't respond to.
Ah,
So both of those are very they're a bit aggressive. They're a pinch aggressive.
is there a non-aggressive response?
Yeah, but do we want to learn those? Yeah, I don't think so. And only play aggressive moves. That's why when you're white and you see your opponent 4-4, instantly 3-3 them, don't even take another corner.
I'll remember that.
And if they take another 4-4, 3-3 that as well. Most aggressive opening you could ever play. Yep, the way. Okay, what do you think about that approach?
I don't think it's the best approach.
Why not?
I'm just gonna, because like it's actually taking the smaller side. It can kind of be kept low if like, okay, say pretend I enclose the corner, but then later I like play like O5 or something, and then it's gotta like run away or something.
Okay, you're overthinking it. So what does a classic approach do?
It contests the corner.
Yeah, it prevents you from getting an enclosure. What is this one literally forcing you to do?
Just enclose.
Yeah, it's just giving away the corner for free. That's weird. So yeah, always try to break things down to simple components. And now, when they get a base, which I'm assuming they're going to do, get a base, get a base, get a base, 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 put a base, put a base, put a base, base, base. Base, and a base, and a base, 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 base. L3, 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 L3. No L3? Let's pretend they played L3. There is a very large move on this board right now. Do you know what it is?
Well, I think F16 is still open.
That is still open. Yeah, that's I will like you that one. Technically, I like that one or G16. Both I think are fantabulous.
Hmm.
Now the question is, how large of a wall are they going to give you? A larger one, apparently. Technically, chat, this would have been the most aggressive of the things that you could have done. There. Because these two stones would die. They can't stop it. So if they go here, they'd be dead. So they'd have to go here and like lose those. Ooh, interesting.
That might not have been the best
Nope,
move.
it's fine.
It's
You know what Go is called?
the surrounding game.
Yes.
I did sort of surround them.
It is also called the game of endless frustration.
I didn't know that.
Yep. And the game where everyone's impatient. And the back in my day, we didn't play this way game. Got a whole bunch of names. Ideas here?
I think the last time that I faced this particular move, I messed this up. I played R15 and I shouldn't have.
You played. Ooh, I mean R15. If you Hane, he can just kill you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
let's not do that.
let's not do that. We'll just
Yeah, being dead's a pain in the butt. Technically, it's not. It literally can't be, but for the sake of argument, it is.
you could probably die from pain in the butt.
All right. Yep, Hane's good. Yep, can also be called the crying game.
Huh.
You are strong, you can Hane. If not, you have to back off. Which one is it?
I believe I am strong, actually.
Then you can Hane. Yep, because your Q17 cut gets laddered immediately, so it's fine. And now we have Proverbs.
Ah.
Yep. Can threaten a high ahead of 2. You can also threaten a Hane ahead of 3. And now you're going to have one of 3 big decisions to make. Do you know what 3 big decisions you have?
There's do I defend at 014?
Nope.
Oh, that's not one of them. Do I extend from my wall over here, like somewhere around C9?
That would be one of them, yep.
Do I like extend from my corner over here maybe and take a little territory that's like undercutting them at like
that would be another one.
Yeah.
And the third?
Do I place somewhere on the bottom? Like
Yep, because he currently has a wall with no extension. Yep, those are all 3 of the ideas.
what did I say? C9? I feel like this isn't a big enough extension from this wall, but it'll do.
Okay, I would have probably kept that low so it can't be shoulder hit. Or, sorry, I would have played that high so it can't be shoulder hit. Was S17 very small? S17 was quite small, yeah, because the middle was more interesting because of the previous moves on the upper left-hand corner. Yeah, that was a curse. Midgely Shmool. Little Shmool, as they say. If we went back and looked at that, then that would be like as high as you can grow here, right? And we're never taking. So we would be able to anticipate this into like this later. All right. So you've taken some on the left.
Yeah, I'm a little bit conflicted about it though, because
Now what's the bigger? Is your middle larger or is his growing area on the bottom larger?
I feel like I feel like his growing area on the bottom is actually
Then we're
larger.
going to stop pushing and do something about that. What are we going to do?
I'm actually tempted to invade.
And where are we going to do that?
E2.
No, we're not. That is good idea. Try again.
Well, we can
Because
play like
E2, remember, a move like E2 is a Miai sort of move. It's saying, I want your corner or I want the outside. But you are definitively wanting the outside, right? We don't want to live in the corner. Therefore, we don't want to move like E2. So what would you suggest instead?
maybe something like N4 and then try to grab a base from that at like A3.
If you're going to do M, then do N instead because it's Sente. M4 is just asking to be counterattacked.
I said N.
Oh, sorry. I misheard you. Could have also done an old-timey move like J3 because you would have had Miai for 2-space extension in either direction. This is the more aggressive move though, so I can't complain about it. I did say more aggressive move, didn't I not? I did indeed. They are debating whether or not they want to let you cut them. Ooh, now this is an interesting question. Do you actually want to cut them and let them Hane?
Not really.
Okay, then we know not to cut. Now I should point out they can in point of fact keep running on the third line. Is that a problem for us?
I don't think so, because I'm still reducing even if I don't get like territory on the bottom.
Indeed. They're getting 2 points of territory per line on the Moyo that was on the 5th and above. Probably could have 1-pointed there. Could definitely 1 point here. They gonna wedge? They are wedging?
Hmm.
Really?
Maybe that wasn't ambitious enough.
Well, it's not a question of
Or I should've-
ambitious. It's a question of which of the cutting point is a problem. Like, if you just like hard connect the left-hand side, they can't actually cut the right because that's just an Atari into a net. Now they're going to get some points off of this, but it's okay. Your stone's just dead. It is what it is. So let's just keep let's just reduce them as much as we can.
Go ahead and try and escape. I'm a little worried about being surrounded.
Understandable. Yeah, that should be Sente. Sure, yeah. All right. Now, I want you to play 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3. Potentially 4 forcing moves in the next sequence, but they all start with the same move. Any idea where they are?
Okay, I think J8 is important.
Nope.
Oh.
Kind of, but no. That's not where we're starting.
H6.
That would be
Atari.
where we're starting. Yep. Yep. And then how do we properly follow this up?
Then J8.
Close.
H7.
Hey, no, 8. Net. Net does
H-
not work, but it does not matter. We are going to force feed them that 1 stone, and they will not like it. As they Atari, and then you're going to Atari, and then they're going to take, and then you're going to Atari again. They're going to have to fill, or not.
Oh crap! Sorry.
It's okay. You only messed out on like 2 points. It's fine. But you will notice. Well, there's a lot you can do here. I'm curious to see what you choose to do. There's 1, 2, 3 different options, and I think they're both completely fine. Okay, there's 4 options. Okay, there's 5 options. There's 5 options. They're all perfectly fine. Here's a question for you. Is your group in danger?
I don't think so. I can't be surrounded in 1 move.
That is one of the reasons, yes. There's also the 04 cut still lingering.
That is also true.
So when we have all these different ways to be fine, then we can take a big move. And there are many places for big moves right now. Okay. Big move on the right. Will they try to cut you off? Are they determined to kill your stones? That is the question. Okay, they're really attached to your moves. Ideas for here?
I'm thinking Hane, just like because I don't think the cut works very well here.
What if you pushed instead? What if you went forward 1?
Like Q9?
Yep. Because the Hane doesn't separate you at Q7. And you still have the ability to jump out and cut through at 04. Therefore, for now, rather than play something that's going to give a lot of Aji, you can decide not to do that. All right, now your middle is under attack. So what are we going to do about that?
I think we should try to defend ourselves in some way. And push here.
Okay. Yep, not dying is really great. The whole not dying thing is fantastic. I like it. Don't let your stones be dead.
That one.
Careful. Because now you just brought R5 into the attack as well.
Hmm.
We have to prioritize which one is better to defend, that cutting point or the R5 stone. Which one do you think needs defended more?
Probably R5 is more important overall.
Okay, that makes it simple then. That's the one we're defending. Keeping it simple. If that's the one that we need to defend, that's the one we need to defend. That's the one we're defending. Okay. Do you want your 2 stones getting cut off?
Nope, not really.
All right, let's make sure we're connected then. All right, you are connected. I can confirm. Having seen many connections in my time, that is a connection. They will try to murder you now.
Mm-hmm.
And there'll be 2 options here. Either they will not succeed, and then we'll have nothing to talk about, or they will succeed and we'll have a lot to talk about. Well, I guess they're not going to succeed. They didn't even try to attack. I mean, aren't you a little bit offended that they didn't even try to kill you?
I mean, I like not dying. That's always fun, but
I mean, yeah, but they didn't even try.
it's
It's like
very
your group
unfortunate.
wasn't even worth attacking. I'd be offended. There is something I want to say, but I won't. And that is my only
Oh.
hint. A great one, I know.
uh,
There is a small knight there. Wow. That's what I wanted to say. Probably would have cut it directly 1 up, but that's okay. This is fine too.
hmm. They could Atari me.
He can Atari you, yeah. We're probably losing oh, never mind. So now they're going to say that they can live in the middle of the board. And you're going to say something about that. But what are we going to say about that?
Say no.
Okay.
Please don't.
That was rather bored, no, but we'll take it. So how are we going to kill him? Where's our shape points?
Well, they have one at J14.
Okay, there's a table shape too, though.
Table shape.
Yep, they've got the 2 stones at H11 and 12. They've got a stone at K11. So there's one little tabley doodle kind of thing at K13.
Yeah. That
And
is true.
that one is the more important. Yeah, table shapes are one of the first things to look out for.
So is it still a table if they've got like the little?
It's a wibbly
Okay,
wobbly
yeah.
table. It probably needs a few repairs. That created a cutting point.
It did. Maybe I should have not.
Solid connection would have made it a lot easier. They cut you, it's gonna get hey, they cut you.
They did do that.
Okay.
So when you say solid connection, there's like did you mean to play M10 or?
M10 would have connected you solidly to that wall, yeah.
Hmm.
Now let's see where this goes. It's a little scurry because now that you're cut off, you are a little bit of a you gotta watch cutting points and things and words, and might even be a few adjectives. Possibly a few expletives if they live. They're thinking about that cut. It's like, can I go back and take that cutting stone? Technically, they can.
I can.
But should they? They
did do
said they
that.
should. Okay. Well, only one thing we can do here.
Hmm.
Okay. That seems good. Solidly connect Donatari. Yeah. Because now if they cut you, there's a net. So you're fine. So that could have been a little bit disastrous, but I think the disaster has been averted for now. Now we are back to trying to make sure they don't have the shape to live. Ooh, interesting move here. They want to try to kill your stone in some way, or just boss it around. Since they attach to your stone, we don't want to create an Aji if we can avoid it. We want to respond as solidly as possible. Very scurry game. Very scurry game. So how do you like this all in that you find yourself in? Is it
I
fun?
don't like it. I don't like it very much. I don't like going all in, but it is what
Nah,
it
neither
is.
do I. You now know what it's like to be a 7 Don.
Do I though?
Yep.
I seem to have this happen a lot in my games where I have to kill things.
Hmm. They're after your cutting point.
They're probably
Good,
after me.
good. They're probably after a lot of things. Eyes, for one. So far, they have none. Not even 0.5. They have 0. Gotta spam that Sumego? No, you don't. Well, yep, we don't want that taken away. That would Cirque. Might even Soleil. Bam, Sumego indeed. I will have you know, I got to where I am with no Sumego. Yeah, you're impressed, aren't you? They're Omega Fluff. So here you can go ahead and play your forcing moves. I'm also gonna, you don't have to and you shouldn't, but if he connects, I'm also gonna say play K12 just to firmly falsify J10. And you're threatening to cut, so it's Sente. So just go ahead and drop down. That way you don't have to ever keep reading if you can falsify eyes there or whatever. That way reading is gone. No radding here. Okay. Sure. Now, a lot less pressure on you because they have no eyes right now. So if they get one, it's no big deal. They need twice that many, if my math is correct. I cannot swear if my math is correct. I was in Algebra 1 for 2 years.
Same. So.
Oh, you had a racist math teacher too? Awesome. Were they like, I want these damn white people out of my room? Because mine was kind of like that, only different. So what are we doing here? Besides not dying.
I think I'm going to Atari.
Okay. I think you did. The stone's on the board.
Yeah, I did do that.
Mm-hmm.
I predicted correctly what I was going to do.
Now, I will draw your attention to the fact that you've got a cutting point. So I will caution you to be careful.
Indeed.
Actually, I did have a racist math teacher too. What is with math teachers being racist? That's weird.
I mean, my math teacher was probably racist. It just was not a personal issue. Let's just quick do this. I don't know if
that is one of the most
terrible.
unique ways to defend that cutting point. It gets the job done. But I will say that 015 was slightly better shape. Oh no.
15.
Phineas says he is a math teacher. Okay. Long as you keep some of your views to yourself, it's fine. You're okay. Okay. They're still trying to do things. Cool. A lot of options here. That was one of them. Weirdly enough, L18 I think may have been the best option. Doesn't matter though. All right, so can they ever connect anywhere?
I don't think so.
All right, so let's just make sure that this middle group of yours is 100% alive. How are you going to do that?
Wait, if they actually played like H18
Nope.
I wonder if that...
They need K19 for that. Doesn't work.
Anyway.
So how are you going to make sure that you are 110 million% alive?
110 million%.
Yep. That little middly group is clearly the new target.
Oh yeah, this like K15 group maybe?
To be fair, I don't think they can, I'm not sure what they can attack anywhere. You can probably do whatever. Yeah, you're probably fine everywhere. E-dubs used to teach math. Interesting. I didn't realize you could count. Okay. Good try. Ooh, owie. Their liberties are a problem. Or you could be nice and do that. That's fine too.
Oh yeah, I could probably Atari.
Well, not Atari, but you could have gone at PA18, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Might as well finish it up then. Since you played it, just go ahead and connect on up. Make sure you're completely fine. You don't have to, but whatever, right? Yep. You don't need to play it, but yeah. Done, over it, whatever. Now there's no ambiguity here. You are completely fine.
I think R11 is really big.
R11. Good
Just when
news, your opponent agreed. I will say they might be targeting your cutting point, so just keep an eye on it.
Maybe I should have played S9, I don't know.
This is probably fine. Let's see, is there anything they can do? Not really. They are horrifically dead in the middle of the board. Oh, they were targeting. Okay.
Ah, so this is what they're gonna do. Okay.
That's what they're trying to do. But it doesn't work if you're careful. You know what to do here?
Not Atari.
Not Atari is a good move. Yep. So instead you're gonna do what?
I think drop down.
You mean S5?
Yeah, or yeah.
Yep, that works. Because your cutting point on the other side is safe after S5. So yes, you are indeed okay here. Oh yeah, I think, let's see, you are ahead by enough. You are definitely ahead by enough. I can confirm. That was...
Maybe that wasn't a good decision.
It's fine. Now, just because I would rather not go through Endgame, I'm going to have you resign here to review. Because, I mean, you're ahead, they're dead, whatever. There's a few things that I do want to point out, however. Yeah, one, this, hello, review. One, this would be normal. That way, no matter what they do, you're going to be fine. And you probably gain Sente here too, which is fantastic. This isn't terrible. They should avoid being surrounded. They did not. Unfortunate for them. Now, if you wanted to, you could play here. Because this is expected. Which means you can Hane. A little bit complicated. But yeah, they can't be like, I'm going to... Oh, no. Yeah, can't do that. That's fine. Turn, I'm okay with a turn. This is fine too. Technically, the extend is okay as well. It's just if they decided not to defend, we'd have to like go stabby stabby. This is a lot easier. This is fine. No, it's not. I lied. High here is better. Shoulder hit would be showing everyone at Go Club that you're one of the cool kids because you know like all the modern slang. Because yeah, this move, the shoulder hit is really in right now. I don't know. I don't think you can play this. It feels like the answer to that is no. I could be wrong, actual. This is probably playable. just as a everyone's unhappy sort of move. Bit of a Pyrrhic victory for all involved.
Everybody was
This, I like this one better. It's an old school move, but you will get what you need here. This is good too, unless you had fallen for El Scammo. Because yeah, that's you got scammed at that point. But we didn't fall for scam. And if anyone's in chat paying attention, never, ever, ever keep doing this. We already talked this in the stream today. Third line only gives you 2 points per line. You're just reducing yourself. That's all it is. And now if we played here and they did, I don't know, whatever, you're okay here. And worse, if they had like kept doing this thing, you might have been able to go back and cut at some point. Now this could have been an interesting little trick. Because if you would have tarried here, they'd extend. And now, what will they do now? If they Hane, you can Atari. And Atari. And not cut. Well, shoot. It was going to be a great scam. I lied. It's not a scam. Because you can't do the thing that I thought you could. Unfortunate. This is good. This is good. This is slightly better. And so it's complicated why this is slightly better. At some point, they're going to have to play this one, which leaves them with 3 liberties here. So they kind of got to be careful of things. This is okay too. The fact that this is here though, makes moves like this also interesting. Because if they're like, I won't let you get territory. Well, you just did. That is now 11 lines off the top. Ouch. And then here was take Miai, we're fine. Cut here is slightly better because there's no problems here. And more importantly, if we just cut this cleanly, the entire group is now in jeopardy. Just all of it. That's not great. You don't want to see that. Well, white doesn't want to see that. Black wants to see that. This is easiest. This is definitely easiest. This is now co for life, essentially. And then the minute they played there, yep, I'm cutting through because they can't disconnect you. And then this was important to not get cut off. There was a little bit of danger here because yeah, they play here, they can't break you. Can't break you here either. All is well that ends well. That would be a massive W. And then yeah, here I think you were just fine. And now they're just done. They're just done. Any questions about the game?
Yeah, like when I was extending along the 4th line here on the bottom, was there a way for like white to like not have me be doing that? Like when
Yeah,
like,
don't
hey,
yeah, they could go back and connect while you're still relatively weakish to have a chance to attack you. You would of course just extend. Because you've got like huge area and huge area. So not particularly worrisome. But yeah, they need to realize a mistake is occurring and they need to stop pushing on the 3rd. Because yeah, they're just reducing themselves. So they wanted potentially here, and the idea is if black comes in, then we can try to like surround them and maybe attack them. But there was no surrounding, there was no attacking, there was just fleeing. which is bad because this is the strongest area white has on the board. And when you came in, they didn't use that strength to counterattack you. They just kind of curled up into a little ball and just tried to make points, which is the opposite of what you want to do in this situation. Any other
I
questions?
don't think I have. No, I don't think I have any. Thank you very much.
No problem. We'll see you next week.
See you then. Bye bye.
Alrighty then. Last one's a little bit earlier than usual today, but that's okay. I'm also going to drop out a little bit earlier than usual today. And I mean, y'all know why. I will be live Wednesday. There may be some interruptions still, because she's hopefully the latest round of medication will make it so she can, eat normally again and get her back on her feet. But until that happens, yeah, gonna have other things I gotta do. But I should be live Wednesday. Might be interruptions. So I don't know if I'm gonna be playing 6 Dons, 5 Dons, 1 Dons, who knows? But hope you enjoyed today's games. And as always, I will see you next time. Hey everybody. Let's go raid Colossus. He's a brand new Mechabellum streamer. So let's go ahead and raid him. He seems like a real up and comer. And yeah, I will see y'all next time. Do 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 do.